Hey everybody, welcome back to my Pizza Dough Pro YouTube channel. In today's fun video, we're going to make an easy pizza dough. This one here is going to be for a smaller family, so if you're one or two people and you just want to make a single pizza, this is the video for you. I have 150 grams of pizza flour. You can also use all-purpose flour if you wish. This is 1 cup. 100 grams of water, and that is 3/8 of a cup plus a teaspoon. 2.5 grams of salt, half a teaspoon. And our last ingredient, 1 gram of instant yeast, a 1/4 teaspoon. So those are the ingredients. Let's get started. For our first step, I'm going to get in my flour, my instant yeast. Let's stir that in. I like to hide that yeast in the flour. And then my salt. Give that a little stir. And then our water. And that is it for the recipe. If you wish, you can add a little bit of olive oil in a recipe like this. Because it's so small, you're probably talking about 5 grams or 1 teaspoon of olive oil. And if you want a little bit of sugar in there, you could add maybe up to a teaspoon, maybe a half a teaspoon of sugar, maybe about 2.5 grams. So let's get this on the mixer and let's go. This is a new mixer by KRAFTSMAN. If you want more information about it, I'll put it underneath the video in the description box. I have an unboxing and the first time I made pizza with this mixer. It's a nice little mixer. It has a digital display on the other side here that you cannot see. It's got a little timer built in. It's really nice. I'm going to close this down. I am using the spiral dough hook for today's recipe. So I'll get that in place. I'm going to turn it on. I'm going to get this up to speed number 2, and I'm going to let this go for 14 minutes. Alexa, set a timer for 14 minutes.
14-minute timer started.
So that is my 14-minute timer. I'm going to remove the dough. Look at this. This is really, really nice. So I'll get it out of the bowl, and then I'll be back. I'll just show you how easy it is to remove from the bowl. You want to just use a little scraper like this. This is called a bench scraper. You can get these on Amazon or all restaurant supply stores. You can see how nice this is because of how flexible it is. It gets right inside that bowl. Let me get my scale. I just want to take a little reading. Let's make sure this is at 0. Just a little bit of water on there to help the dough not stick. And let's take a reading here. There we go, exactly 260 grams. So there we go. So let's form our dough ball. Make sure I'm on camera, get that right there. If your dough is sticky, you can take a little bit of flour and just get it down on your work table. So I'm going to give that a little bit of a push, and I just bring everything to the middle. Flip it over. You can see how, not nice it looks. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the forming process. So I'm going in with my hands and I'm turning. So as I go in, I'm applying pressure and I'm turning. And just with a few of these motions, you can see all of a sudden how nice that dough ball becomes. What's happening is all that top area is being pulled down to the bottom. It's nice little skin form there, and look at that. Doesn't that look nice? If you want to be fancy, you can give it a little bit of a spin, and that is perfect. I have an oil bowl, and we're going to put that right in there. Just scoop it up and drop it in. Look at that. I'm just going to tilt that up so you can see what it looks like. So what I like to do is just spray a little bit of olive oil spray on the top and cover it with saran, which I'm going to do now. So I've just sprayed that with my olive oil spray, and then the last step is cover this with plastic wrap. And there we go, and that's how easy it is to make authentic pizza dough. If you want to use your pizza dough today, wait about 1.5 hours to 2 hours, leave it on your work table. You'll see the dough ball expand about double the size, and then you're ready to go. The other option is you can put it into your fridge. I like to wait about 1/2 hour, 30 minutes, into my fridge, and then I either do a 24-hour or a 48-hour slow cold ferment. So that's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you wish. And if you're on Facebook, I'm also over there at Bake Like a Pro. And just to finish off the video, I'll put a few photos of this dough after I've baked it. So thanks very much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.